Good evening, everyone. I welcome the chief guest, all the professors and students on behalf of Department of Management Studies, TB Jain College. Let's start the program with a quote said by John C. Maxwell. Problems almost always create opportunities to learn, grow, and improve. I request all the students to raise up for the prayer song and Tamil Thai Valtu.
ॐ नमो वरिहन्ताणं ॐ नमो सिद्धाणं ॐ नमो आयर्याणं ॐ नमो वच्छायाणं नमो लोये सवसाहूणं ईशो पञ्चनमुक्कारो सवप्पावपणासनो मङ्गलाणं च सव्वेसिं पढमं हवै मङ्गलं पढमं हवै मङ्गलम्
திக்கணமும் அதிசிறந்த திராவிடனை திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு திரை முதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனே தமிழனே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியந்த செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே.
Please be seated. Now, I request our HOD, Dr. A. Narmada, to deliver the welcome address and introduction of our chief guest.
Thank you, Blessy. Good evening, students. It gives me a great honor to welcome all of you for the guest lecture organized by Department of Management Studies. I find immense pleasure in introducing our chief guest, Dr. R. Meena Kumari, Assistant Professor in Tamil Nadu, Dr. J. Jayalalitha Fishery University, Chennai. She has completed PhD in marketing, opportunities and constraints faced by Women's Self-Help Group in marketing aquaculture produce from Satyabama University, Chennai. She has 15 years of teaching experience and research, 2 years of industrial experience in wetland systems as a business development manager. She also acting as a trainer and a guest speaker in various topics such as keynote speaker for the webinar Futuristic Banking conducted by Anna Others College for Women Chennai, the speaker for the two days virtual seminar on new normal in fishery sectors amidst and post COVID-19 in India, conducted by Tamil Nadu Dr. J. Jayalalitha Fishery University, Chennai. A training on emotional intelligence transmission from affective to effective conducted for the faculties of Ministry of Health, Muscat, Vermont. Training on time management for the marketing executives of Postal Department at Satyabama University. Skills enhancement training for self-help group members in Satyabama University. Soft skill training and pre-placement training conducted for MBA and BE students in Satyabama University. We are really thankful to you, ma'am, for coming even during the busy schedule. Once again, I welcome you, ma'am, for the wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Narmada.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request our chief guest, Dr. R. Meena Kumari, Assistant Professor, TNJFU, Business School, Fisheries, Chennai, to address the gathering.
A very good afternoon to one and all present here. At the very outset, I would like to thank Dr. C. Murugeshan, Principal, and Dr. M. Saktivel Murugan, Professor in charge, Dr. A. Narmada, HOD, Department of Management Studies, and the management of DB Jain College for giving me this wonderful opportunity for discussing the very good topic like research opportunities for UG students in present era. So thank you one and all. Let me start my session. Can I share my PPT?
Yes, ma'am.
Um, this is a very good topic as such for the students who are going to go for the final semester or who are going to end with the third semester. I'm hoping such students will be present for the session. So even not, it is always a very insightful thing to understand about how should you go about with your project or the research. So all the students, I'm sure that when we are in the final semester, surely all of you will be thinking like, how are you going to start it? In a very short period, like 6 months, how are you going to finish it, isn't it? I'm sure that when we are in the final semester or at the end of the third semester, our minds will be like this screen, very blank, isn't it? Or we will be like this, very tensed, thinking that what to do, how to start with, what should we do, so many areas and so many suggestions also we used to get. And we really think that we need help, isn't it? So let me start a project, or what you say, we are doing actually a research, but very in general, our curriculum says it's a project, but the procedure of conducting a project is a research. To start with, what is a research? All of you know. It is finding out something, right? Research. You can see the word search. You are searching once again in some topic so that you can come from unknown to known. You take a topic, you don't know about it, and you start the research from to become unknown to known. And in this process, the very important thing is, how will you select a research topic, right? So the first thing, when we come into the fourth semester and we are told to do a project, then the first thing is what topic, how to start. These are the questions will come to our mind. And for this, there is the best method is 5W and H method of brainstorming. See, brainstorming means நம்மளே சில கேள்வி கேட்டுக்கிட்டு அதுக்கு ஒரு kind of a பதில் வந்துரும். So that is the kind of a thing we are going to do. So 5W and H method, very simple one. It looks something different, but all of you know that. That is, what is that we are going to do for research? Where are we going to do? How are we going to do it? And why are we going to do this research or the project? Any project should give us some kind of output, some kind of result, some kind of benefit. It should be for the society or for the company, something like that. And when some projects you cannot do whenever you want to, it may have some specific period of time. But the management projects or the research, mostly you can do it at any period because those are the issues prevalent most of the time. So when and who are the people with whom we are going to do, who are going to involve in our research? So what, where, how, why, when, and who is first what you have to do. So when we are thinking about research topic, when we are thinking about project, first thing, these are the questions you should ask to yourself. And few more questions you should ask. Also, you should ask, while selecting a topic, you should also ask few questions to yourself. Is it a new and a recent topic? What does it mean? So all of us know that when there is a new mobile, how interesting it is. If you have, I know you guys from college, how you're fascinated with mobile phones, all these internet things, right? And the new YouTube videos, எப்போ பார்ப்பீங்க? If that is something new, something recent, definitely it draws your attention, isn't it? So the same thing is with your research also. When something new you do, when something a recent, topic you take, it draws attention of everybody, including your evaluator, which is most important, right? Because research, project, when we are doing to get a better mark. So evaluator, when they come for Viva and they'll see your topic, the very title itself, if it is very recent one and very new one, an attractive one, definitely there is all the chances that you will get a very, very good score. So the first criteria is it should be a new and a recent topic. Is it interesting? Also, like, it should be have some interest to you. உங்களுக்கு அந்த ஏரியாலயும் அந்த டாபிக்லயும் கொஞ்சம் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருந்திருக்கணும். If you are not interested, then it is very difficult, in fact, to do a research. For example, I am not a finance person. But if I think that, finance project na romba easy ah mudichiralam, survey panna thevilla, velila poga thevilla. So what I will do? Finance project எடுத்துக்கலாம். ஆனா am I very interested in that? எனக்கு அத பத்தி நல்லா தெரியுமா? Those are the very important thing. ஒரு research பண்ணும்போதோ ஒரு project பண்ணும்போதோ, you must know the area. You should be comfortable. Now, what I am trying to tell you here is, you should be comfortable. You should have some interest. And the area, like, in this period of 3 years, in case of UG, நம்ம நிறைய சப்ஜெக்ட் படிக்கிறோம் இல்லையா? ஏகப்பட்ட சப்ஜெக்ட்ஸ் படிக்கிறோம். அந்த சப்ஜெக்ட் எல்லாமே நம்மளுக்கு பிடிக்காது, right? That's the fact. சில சப்ஜெக்ட் we love it very much. Some subject we don't like it. So please take a area or a subject which is interesting to you. And the area or interest is something like you want to know more about it. So it should be something like உங்களுக்கு அத பத்தி கொஞ்சம் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்கு, அதுல இன்னும் நிறைய தெரிஞ்சுக்கலாம் அப்படின்னு ஃபீல் பண்றீங்க. So that should be the area. Do you want to know more about it? What information is too hard to find? This is a very valid question, let me tell you. இது வந்து நம்ம யோசிக்க மாட்டோம், பட் இது ரொம்ப முக்கியமானது. ஏன்னா ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்டோ ரிசர்ச் மீன்ஸ் கலெக்டிங் ஆஃப் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன். நம்ம சர்வே பண்ணாலும் சரி, இல்லைன்னா ஒரு அப்சர்வேஷன் ஸ்டடி இருந்தாலும் சரி, வாட் எவர் இட் இஸ், வி நீட் சம் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன். அந்த இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் நம்மளுக்கு வந்து ஈஸியா கிடைக்கலன்னா ரிசர்ச் இஸ் நாட் பாசிபிள். இட் இஸ் ஜஸ்ட் இம்பாசிபிள் டு டூ இட். இப்போ ஒரு டேட்டா நம்மளுக்கு வராது அப்படின்னு தெரியும் போது we cannot proceed with our research. So it's very important to ask yourself, would your information is too hard to find? This topic is too limiting. At the same time, the information வந்து சீக்கிரமா நம்மளுக்கு கிடைக்குமா கிடைக்காத ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம். இன்னொன்னு என்னன்னா, டாபிக் வந்து ரொம்ப சின்னதா இருக்கு, இல்ல நிறைய விஷயம் வந்து நம்ம ஆராய்ச்சி பண்றதுக்கு எதுவுமே இல்லை அப்படின்னும் இருக்கக்கூடாது. It should be a little wider topic. It should be little something to do, something we know. அதே வந்து நம்ம ரிசர்ச்சா எடுத்து ப்ராஜெக்டா எடுத்து பண்ணக்கூடாது. அப்போ அதுல எந்த சேலஞ்சும் இல்லாம இருக்கும். அதுல நீங்க ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணாலும் ஒரு தெரிஞ்ச விஷயம் தான் திருப்பி ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணுவீங்க. ஸோ I will suggest don't go for a topic which is the answer is known to you and which has very limited scope. அந்த மாதிரி டாபிக்கும் எடுத்துக்க கூடாது. Is the scope of the topic is very difficult for you? As I told you, I am not a finance person, and if I pick up a topic from finance, ரொம்ப ஈஸியா பண்ண முடியும் அப்படி நிறைய பேர் அட்வைஸ் தருவாங்க. We shouldn't go with all those advices. ரொம்ப ஈஸியா இருக்கும், ஈஸியா பண்ணிடலாம். பட் உங்களுக்கு அது கஷ்டம்னா அது கஷ்டம் தான். மத்தவங்களுக்கு அது ஈஸியா இருக்கலாம். ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்ட் பண்ணும்போது அந்த டாபிக்கும் அந்த ஏரியாவும் உங்களுக்கும் கம்ஃபர்டபுளா இருக்கணும். கொஞ்சம் ஓரளவுக்கு you should have a grip on it. Some, knowledge in it, some kind of, comfort zone you must have with the subject area or the research area. So that will make you or put you the, your project work into a very smooth sailing. Easier adu pannittu polam if you are comfortable. So யாராவது சொல்றாங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டு we shouldn't take up a topic. We should take up a topic looking at how much I know in that, how much comfortable I am in that, how much interesting that is for me, and how easily I can get the information in that area. So these are the kind of a basic questions one should ask themselves before starting a project. So நம்ம வந்து முடிச்சிட்டோம் BBA or BCom whatever it is. We finished. We are in the final semester. We have learned a lot, but adliyume some area will be very comfortable. So we must focus on those areas. Now here, what I would like to discuss is the process of research. Is something all of you may feel that number research methodology subject le padicha process da irukum. So I didn't prepare here in that way. I have prepared it exactly how I deal with my students, research student who does it. Okay, the work. Project பண்ணும்போது நம்ம என்னென்ன difficulty usually face பண்ணுவோம், ஒரு general or it's a general method what we adopt can make our research faster, quicker. Whatever said and done, I'm sure that all of you have 6 months. Semester is a 6 month, but I'm sure that we don't get 6 months to do a project. It is a matter of 3 months to 4 months. That's it, right? So it is very important that we should do many things simultaneously. And maybe that can only make us to reach to our goal very fast. So let me start the process of research, how you should start a research work. First is formulation of research problem. This is very, theoretically, this particular topic is given here. What does it mean is, we have studied many areas. Ipo BBA eduthukitingna, you would have studied marketing, finance, HR, many things, right? Where you are comfortable. Pick up that. It's like, take my example. Okay, I will take my example. I'm comfortable with marketing. I'm now putting myself as a student. Now, if I am comfortable in marketing, what area in marketing? Marketing or finance or HR or operations, எது இருந்தாலுமே அதோட ஒரு சாப்டர் வந்து ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்டா நம்ம பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஸோ ப்ராஜெக்ட் சொல்லும் போது ஏதோ டைட்டில் அப்படி கன்ஃபியூஸ் பண்ணிக்க வேண்டாம். எல்லா சப்ஜெக்ட்ல இருக்கக்கூடிய அந்த சாப்டர்ஸ் இருக்கும், பார்த்திருப்பீங்க உங்க சிலபஸ்ல. ஸோ ஆல் தட் கேன் பி டேக்கன் ஆஸ் அ ப்ராஜெக்ட். ஓகே, அந்த டாபிக், அந்த இப்போ மார்க்கெட்டிங்னா இதுல நம்ம என்ன படிக்கிறோம்? அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் படிக்கிறோம், பிராண்டிங் படிக்கிறோம். ஸோ இதே நம்ம ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்டா எடுத்துக்க முடியும். ஓகே, ஸோ this we can take as a project. So first thing is, நம்ம ஒரு ஏரியா find out பண்ணுவோம் that in this ஏரியால நம்ம பண்ணா we are more comfortable, we are more interested in that. Like that, one area you have to select. Okay, then we should see in that what. இப்போ மார்க்கெட்டிங்னா அதுக்குள்ள என்ன? Is it about branding? Is it about advertisement? Is it about customers? Is it about a new launch product? Is it about a new product development? What it is. So அந்த மாதிரி திருப்பி அதுக்குள்ள ஒரு fine tune area வந்து நம்ம மனசுக்குள்ள actually you have to set it. That is what is formulating a research problem. இப்போ அந்த டாபிக் எடுக்கும்போது why are we taking that topic நம்ம மனசுக்குள்ள இருக்கணும். Why? Because branding, when we are taking, we got a project in a company, a very reputed company. They have several, brands. If I'm getting a project in Unilever, I'm sure there is a mass, plenty products available. So if I'm going to do a branding strategy for them, for Unilever, then my research area is branding. So once I am very clear with where I'm doing, what I am doing. See, here again, those questions have come up, where and what. So that is the first thing, research problem identification. Yeah, why are we doing that? Always ask all these questions. Okay, when you're doing projects, very important to ask some questions to yourself. So why are we doing? If a branding, branding எடுத்துக்கிறோம், அந்த brand சரி இல்லையா? அப்படி இருக்கலாமா? இல்ல கஸ்டமருக்கு வந்து அந்த brand வந்து அப்பீலிங்கா இல்லையா? So these questions you must ask, because there should be some issue or some problem. Then you are giving them a solution in your project. Okay, so first will be that formulation of research problem. Then title. A very attractive, good, catchy title is very important. You know, very recent topic. Adle ஒரு நல்ல title நீங்க குடுக்கறதே வந்து it is showing that how well prepared you are, well understood about that area. So a good title. Then very important is, see, இப்போ நீங்க project start பண்றீங்க, உங்களுக்கு ஏரியா தெரியும், அதுக்குள்ள sub ஏரியாவும் தெரியும். So now you should prepare a title. ஒரு ஸ்டடி ஏரியா வந்து ஸ்பெசிஃபை பண்ற மாதிரி ஒரு டென்டேட்டிவ் டைட்டில். இனிஷியலி நம்ம எப்பவுமே வந்து we are not going to have a finalized title. நம்ம வந்து somewhere in between the, you know, this procedure, we should have a finalized title. So beginning la we should have a tentative title, but which is showing enough focus to our research problem. Then the very important thing is objective. Okay, so you must set objective. Setting objective எப்படின்னா, if I want to know about customer preference, இப்போ என்னோட டைட்டில் வந்து customer preference of a particular product, then what will be the objective? So we will set an objective like we will assess the customer preference. We will assess the attitude of customer toward this brand. We will assess the how much the market potential is there for this particular brand. So this will be the objective of this study. Okay, if it is a HR, then we will know the, you know, if it is something like job satisfaction, then probably the objective will be first to assess, no doubt the primary objective will be to assess the job satisfaction level among the employees. Then the secondary objective for job satisfaction. For job satisfaction or a title எடுத்துக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா அதுக்கு நிறைய factors இருக்கும் இல்லையா? ஒரு job satisfaction ki what all the factors you remember as the factor which influences job satisfaction? I'm sure that all of you sitting there will think of many factors. Yeah. So job satisfaction means a good working environment, good reward system, or a good infrastructure facility, good fringe benefits given to the employees. So idellame வந்து factors. So இப்ப நம்ம objective set பண்ணும்போது we will have a primary objective which will reflect our title. Then we have some secondary objectives which will help to find out the primary objective. Okay, so that's how we are going to set the objectives of study. Then, of course, all of us miss this area called research, literature review. In the literature review, we have to read and we have to understand at the end area. Many people, நம்ம காலேஜ்ல என்ன பண்ணுவோம்னா, we usually skip பண்ணிடுவோம். We don't go for this, isn't it? We'll just title objective set பண்ணிடுவோம். And the literature review வந்து தள்ளி வச்சிருவோம். When we are going to write that chapter, அப்பதான் அதை பத்தி யோசிப்போம். But it is very good and important if you do some literature review. Literature review will help you in understanding ஒரு topic set பண்ணிருப்போம். அந்த topic வந்து is already might be a lot of people have done research on that, yeah, on that area. So you must look that what all factors they have taken. If I'm talking about objective, I told you, right? Job satisfaction, adukku nariya factors irukum. And the factors vandu which are influencing job satisfaction, நம்ம அதுவுமே objective கீழே we should have it. So literature review will help you in identifying all those factors. இப்போ ஒரு research already பண்ணிருப்பாங்க, அதுல அந்த மாதிரி factors எடுத்து தான் பண்ணிருப்பாங்க. So நீங்களும் அந்த மாதிரி சில research papers, research publication ஒரு 10 படிச்சாலே உங்களுக்கு ஒரு ரெலவெண்டா 10 படிச்சாலே உங்களுக்கு நிறைய ஐடியா வரும். நான் படிக்கிறது கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டம் தான், பட் இட் வில் ஹெல்ப் யூ எனார்மஸ்லி. ஏன்னா நம்ம சில ஃபேக்டர்ஸ் வந்து இதுதான் இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸ் பண்ணதுன்னு நினைச்சிட்டு போவோம், பட் அப்படி இருக்காது. ஸோ லிட்ரேச்சர் ரிவ்யூல வி வில் கெட் ஆல் தட் வெரி கிளியர். கிளாரிட்டி வரும், நம்மளோட டாபிக்கும் ஆப்ஜெக்டிவ்க்கு கிளாரிட்டி வரும் இஃப் வி டூ லிட்ரேச்சர் ரிவ்யூ. And when we do literature review, it will also help us to frame our questionnaire. Questionnaire na enna? Questionnaire na set of questions. Yeah, the questions and the questions which ida number only this procedure is very much applicable only mostly for the other than finance. Let me tell you, other than finance. If finance ku mattum in the procedure varadu, but other than finance, that is HR topic பண்றீங்க, இல்லனா marketing, இல்லனா quality standards பாக்குறீங்க, or operationsல ஏதாவது project பண்றீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு this instrument will help you to get your data or information. Okay, so questionnaire வந்து ஒரு set of questions prepare பண்ணிக்கணும். அது எப்படி ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணணும்னா ஆப்ஜெக்டிவ்க்கு ரிலேட்டடா பண்ணணும். யூஸ்வலா நம்ம அப்படி பண்ண மாட்டோம். பேரு, இன்கம் அப்படின்னு ஒரு ஃபார்மேட் பார்த்திருப்போம் யூஸ்வலா, நம்ம சீனியர்ஸ் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க இல்லையா. ஸோ அந்த அப்படியே பண்ற மாதிரி ப்ளீஸ் டோன்ட் ஃபாலோ லைக் தட். ஃபாலோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து ஃபியூ கொஸ்டின்ஸ் ஒரு ஜெனரலா இருக்கும், லைக் யூனோ இன்கம், அதை வந்து வி சே டெமோகிராஃபிக் வேரியபிள்ஸ் ஆர் டெமோகிராஃபிக் ப்ரொஃபைல். What is your income, what you have studied, and where you stay, right? These kind of questions first you prepare. Then after this, whatever you prepare, right, it should be your objective related. Naal objective irundaduna ஒரு objectiveக்கு ஒரு 7 to 10 questions irundaduna fairly good research or project பண்ண முடியும். How is that you should prepare? Let me give you one example. Okay, objective. Ipo ennoda objective, I have a person called Ram and I want to know the economical background of this Mr. Ram. Appo na enna kelvi kepen? What kind of questions I will ask to Mr. Ram? I will ask, what's your name? Then I will ask, where are you studying? I will ask, what is your father? Where is he working? Right? Whether they have a owned house or a rented house, whether they are what education his parents, maybe his father has got. When I'm asking all these details, I am indirectly asking what is the economical background or the monetary part of his family background. So, objective enna, I want to know about their status, economical status. Appo என்னோட கேள்வி எப்படி இருக்கும்? Where are you staying? What kind of vehicle you have? Car, bike? அது வச்சே நம்ம வந்து கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். So நம்ம objective and questionnaire-க்கு ஒரு ரிலேஷன் வேணும். ஒரு objectiveனா அதுக்கு ஒரு 10 கேள்வி நீங்க ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணணும். ஓகே, இதே மாதிரி தான். So you want to know this, what questions you டைரக்டா கேட்காம கொஞ்சம் இன்டைரக்டா கேட்கணும், அவ்வளவுதான். So this is your questionnaire preparation. Then you will go for survey. In the questionnaire preparation, let me tell you, you should take effort. Don't be in hurry, because once questionnaire is a turning point. Once questionnaire is ready, and it will definitely take you very smoothly to in your entire project or research. Okay, so questionnaire framing, please do it carefully. Get it done or 3-4 correction உங்க டீச்சர்ஸ் கிட்ட எடுத்துக்கலாம், because that will it's a great correction. That is done properly, the entire work will be done easily. So till this questionnaire, you must be very, very careful and you should prepare accordingly. Then what you will do, you'll go for a survey. In the survey, it will definitely take, however easy it is, it will take 15 to 30 days. Depends on what kind of research you are doing. உங்களுக்கு வந்து மீட்டிங் பீப்புள், இப்போ பீப்புள் ரிலேட்டட்னா அந்த மீட்டிங் பீப்புள் இஸ் பாசிபிள் ஈஸிலினா ஒரு 15 to 20 days, or if worst come worst, it is 30 days it will take to complete the survey. இந்த survey பண்ணும்போது definitely in terms of marketing and HR projects, what I'm talking now, when I'm doing this survey, what I must do, I should also simultaneously do the writing of my chapters. அது என்ன writing 3 chapters வந்து ரொம்ப ஈஸியா எழுதலாம். That is introduction, research methodology and review of literature. Uh, I don't know whether you have review of literature in your project format, project writing formatல, பட் நிறைய இடத்துல இருக்கும் யூஸ்வலா. அப்படி இல்லைன்னா நீங்க அதை ஸ்கிப் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஓகே, பட் திஸ் டூ இஸ் கம்பல்சரி. இன்ட்ரடக்ஷன் அண்ட் ரிசர்ச் மெத்தடாலஜி இல்லாம எதுவுமே இருக்காது. சம்டைம் we have to also add company profile and industry profile. I have not mentioned. If it is a general, you need not write. But if you are doing with a company, you must write a company profile and industry profile. For a company, you are doing a cognizant பண்றீங்க. அப்ப cognizant ஓட company profile போடணும். அந்த இண்டஸ்ட்ரினா இப்போ ஐடி செக்டார், ஐடி செக்டார் வந்து இண்டஸ்ட்ரி ஆயிடுச்சு. அப்ப ஐடி செக்டார் பத்தி கொஞ்சம் எழுதணும், ஒரு 2 pages. Okay, so introduction, research methodology, review of literature. Introduction எப்படி இருக்கும்னா, ஒரு டாபிக், for example, you are doing on work-life balance or online study. இப்போ online study na, due to our pandemic, we are doing a lot of online study, right? I think my webinar is on online. So this is how we are actually updating ourselves. So when we are doing this online study, வச்சுக்கோங்க, நீங்க இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு டாபிக்ல பண்றீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. அப்ப எப்படி இன்ட்ரடக்ஷன் எடுக்குவீங்க? Introduction should be start with internet usage. How many people are using? அந்த மாதிரி சில data must be there in your introduction. Then online's role in education, in classroom. அப்படின்னு நீங்க ஒன்னொன்னா ஸ்டெப்பா கீழே வந்துட்டு you should write your introduction. Should be for 2 pages to 3 pages. If your project report of 100 pages. அப்போ then research methodology. Research methodology indicates the entire plan for research. How are you going to do? எப்படி sample எடுக்கிறோம்? How are we going to collect the data? எந்த மாதிரி data? Only secondary data, primary data also. Primary data are the data which are first hand. Secondary, which is already published. இப்போ ஒரு finance project பாத்தீங்கன்னா, இதுல ஒரு 100% இல்ல, சில time you can do the entire research with a secondary data. No need a primary data. Company oda published statements, P&L account statements and their entire account statement, if it is given to you, then you can do with that, you can do a project in case of finance alone. But for other, definitely primary data is very important to make your study a valid one. After collecting all the information, simultaneously we are doing the writing and we are completing the survey. Remember, in the ரெண்டு step on the simultaneously பண்ணணும். That is writing chapters and survey. So once survey is done, you have to do analysis of your data. நம்ம surveyல நிறைய கேள்வி கேட்போம். Do you like this? Are you happy with company's reward system? Yes, no. இல்லனா I am strongly satisfied or highly satisfied. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு 5-point scaling. Like that, you would have collected lot of qualitative data. And the qualitative data வந்து quantitative turn பண்ணணும். So you should assign some numbers and make the qualitative data quantitative. If I'm telling highly satisfied, I will allot 5 marks. If I'm saying I'm highly dissatisfied, I will allot 1 mark. So when we allot such numbers, our data from qualitative, it will turn into quantitative, right? So data analysis is a very big procedure. It is altogether. It's not as simple as I am talking here. Data analysis will help. This is another very crucial stage. You must do your data analysis very, very carefully to get the right answers of your objective. So you must pick up the questions which are very highly related to your objective and do the analysis for that. Nowadays, you can do analysis in Excel. You can do analysis, simple analysis in SPSS tool. So all this will give required answers for your objective. Okay. So data analysis very vitally. See, in data analysis, you must take help of the statistician or your maths teacher. who can guide you in this regard. Since you all are UG students, I'm not sure that how much data analysis skill you have. So you should take up some help from your teachers. So once data
Excuse me,
analysis is
ma'am.
done, yeah.
Sorry for the interruption, ma'am. We can't able to see your PPT. Yes, ma'am. Now we can able to see. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, you're able to see now?
Yes, ma'am. Now we can able to see.
Where am I? Can you see the right slide? Slide number 6?
Process of research.
Project.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. You can continue. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So we were somewhere here in data analysis. Then comes research finding. I think I should hide this. Data analysis. As I said, you should take help of your teachers in this, because this is a very vital area, quite mathematics. People who are scared of mathematics, then definitely they'll find it very difficult. So here, I'll tell you one simple way. Your questionnaire வந்து இப்போ 30 questions-ஓ 20 questions இருந்தா, each questions பேர் எல்லாம் விட்டுட்டு நம்ம ஏஜ்ல இருந்து ஒரு டேபிளா போட்டுக்கலாம். இது ஒரு சாப்டரா வரும் ஆக்சுவலி நம்ம ரிப்போர்ட்ல. ஸோ டேட்டா அனாலிசிஸ்ல ஒரு கொஸ்டின்ஸ்க்கு ஒரு டேபிள் போடணும், அண்ட் ஃபாலோட் பை அ கிராஃப். ஓகே, ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி இஃப் யூ ஹாவ் 25 கொஸ்டின்ஸ்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, இப்போ 25 டேபிள்ஸ் வரும், 25 கிராஃப்ஸ் வரும், ரைட்? ஸோ this entire process will called as data analysis. Apart from these table, you should also do some analysis. எப்படினாக்கா, you will use Excel or SPSS to find out these questions ki konjam correlation paapom. We will use some statistical tools like correlation, regression, chi-square test, ANOVA. All these tests can be used to identify your solutions from the objectives or from the survey what you have done. So that is what is the step of data analysis. Then we will go for research findings. Research finding is writing your finding based on your analysis. It's a simple method. Since you are all UG students, I will say that for data analysis, what I said, each questionnaire ஒரு questions ஒரு table போட்டுருங்க. அந்த டேபிள்ல எது ஃபைண்டிங் வருதோ, சிம்பிளா ஐ வில் டெல் யூ. ஒரு டேபிள் ஃபார் ஜெண்டர்னு போடுறீங்கன்னா மேல் அண்ட் ஃபீமேல் இருக்கும், ரைட்? அந்த மேல் அண்ட் ஃபீமேல்ல டேக் 50 ஃபீமேல் அண்ட் 70 மேல்ஸ் இருக்காங்க உங்களோட சர்வேல. இன் தட் கேஸ் your finding is saying that more number of males are into that work or into that business. அந்த மாதிரி நீங்க அதுக்கு ஒரு ஜஸ்டிஃபிகேஷன் ஃபைண்டிங்லயே யூ மஸ்ட் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட். அப்படியே டேட்டா போடக்கூடாது. யூ மஸ்ட் ரைட் சம் ஜஸ்டிஃபிகேஷன். ஏன் அப்படி இருக்குது, அந்த ஏன் தான் நம்மளோட ரிசர்ச், வை இஸ் திஸ் டேட்டா இஸ் இன் திஸ் வே. பீப்புள் ஆர் வெரி சாட்டிஸ்ஃபைடு வித் தி ஒர்க் என்வாயன்மெண்ட் இன் எக்ஸ் கம்பெனி அப்படின்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. அந்த மாதிரி நீங்க டிரைவ் பண்ணும்போது யூ மஸ்ட் ரைட் வை ஆர் தே ஹாப்பி. அது இல்லாம நம்மளோட ரிசர்ச் இஸ் நாட் கிவிங் அஸ் a fruitful answer. So finding should be not only bringing the data, அப்படியே 20%, 30% அப்படின்னு percentage போடாதீங்க. Also write the interpretation part of it. Why is this answer and what exactly it indicates? That's very important. Then of course the last one is concluding paragraph. A good concluding paragraph. Conclusion எப்படி எழுதணும்னா, your conclusion should not be a very huge one. One paragraph is enough. That one paragraph, I would say that you divide into 3 ways. எப்படின்னா, first line வந்து நம்ம டாபிக்கே நம்ம கொஞ்சம் இன்ட்ரடக்ஷனா எழுதுவோம். Then finding எழுதுவோம். What we found out. ஒரு பாசிட்டிவ், ஒரு நெகட்டிவ் finding. Okay. அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த நெகட்டிவ் ஃபைண்டிங் இருக்கும் இல்லையா, ஃபார் தட் கிவ் அ சஜஷன். இந்த சஜஷன் வந்து ஃபைண்டிங் அப்புறம் சஜஷன் சாப்டர் வரும், அதுல நம்ம நிறைய சஜஷன் எழுதுவோம் டு த கம்பெனி. அதுல இருந்து ஒரு சஜஷன் எடுத்துட்டு இதுல ஒன்னு யூ ஷுட் ரிமெம்பர், கன்க்ளூஷன்ல எழுதுறது வந்து இட்ஸ் a very vital pointer எழுதணும். You should not write everything. You should write the most important and a vital factor. So such factor from your research work or from your project work, you have to identify, write that finding and the related negative finding also. And for negative finding, write a suggestion, which is the most important suggestion for the company, right? So this is what is the entire process. Process of research na research methodology la neenga onu padichirpinga. It's a systematic traditional process, but adu vandu no doubt it is a right process now. But what I understood out of my experience is ipdi pona romba easier and very fast you can complete your project. Okay, so this is all about your research process. And the next is what areas we can do our research area. Since most of you are from management, Department of Management, I'm sure all of you are aware of functional areas of management, right? So when I'm saying functional area, what does it mean? Marketing, human resource, finance, operations, quality, organizational conditions or organizational behavior, something related to organization. So let me tell you, these are not only the areas, these are the broad areas which I thought most of you are aware of. Research on the in the area mattum kediyadhu, but neenga UG la இந்த subject ella padichirpinga. Keeping that in mind, in Department of Management, I'm sure in BBA, all of us will study mostly these areas: marketing, human resource, finance, operation, quality, or something related to organization. But if you, in your college, if you have BCom also, then definitely BCom candidates will focus only on the financial aspect, but they can always look at even the HR aspects of a company. Now, let me go in depth of each and every functional area. When I'm thinking that what topic I can take in marketing, customer opinion. This is simple I have written. Okay, don't take this as a title. This is an area. Marketing le customer opinion or area. That means, assume that you got a project in Britannia company. Okay. But Britannia company is famous for what? Biscuits. It has a large varieties of biscuits, right? So now you can focus not necessarily on all the brands. You can focus only on health, biscuits which are related to health. Maybe Nutri Choice. So Nutri and the range of biscuits, if you see, that is all related to the people who are adult and they are health conscious people, right? So you would like to know whether customers are happy with those biscuits or not. Simple. Appa the customer opinion is one area. Like this, you can apply the same type of study for any company, for their any product. Car oda customer perception eduthukalam. Customer opinion sollumbodhu, it is customer's preference and customer's perception about the about that company or company's product. Okay. Next, you can do a study on brand. So branding is another area which is very well targeted. If people are buying product because of a particular brand, and the brand evlo successful. Nare companies are offering same product and where brand pair, right? So what brand, how much a brand acceptance is there? How much this brand is, I can remember when I'm going to buy something. But when I'm talking about grocery, just imagine, if I'm going to buy soap, there is n number of soap. Every day we are seeing n number of advertisements related to soap. What I meant is, for which brand I can remember better? This can be a study. So branding means the awareness level of the brand, effectiveness of brand, branding strategy. இது எல்லா ஏரியாமையும் you can do it in branding. Advertisement. So advertisement itself is a very vast area. So whenever there is an advertisement launch, how much that advertisement has an impact on people? Do people really remember a particular brand or that product due to this advertisement? That should be your question. And advertisement tells us about the product and its features. So how much a person understood. இப்ப எல்லாம் நிறைய அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் வரும், நம்மளுக்கு அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட்டே புரியாது. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் இருக்கக்கூடாது இல்லையா? ஸோ யூ கேன் டூ அ ஸ்டடி. இப்போ ஒரு கம்பெனில நீங்க யூ ஆர் கெட்டிங் அ ப்ராஜெக்ட். ஜஸ்ட் ஐம் டெல்லிங் an எக்ஸாம்பிள். அதுல வந்து ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் இருக்கு, புது ப்ராடக்ட், அதுக்கு நிறைய அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஸோ அந்த அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் வந்து ரீச் ஆகுதா இல்லையா? And the advertisement people are able to understand or not. That's a study you can do. Consumer satisfaction. Are consumers satisfied with a service or a product? That can be a study. Competitors analysis. Just give me a second. So sorry for the disturbance. It's competitors analysis. That means we will take two competitors, Pepsi and Coca-Cola, right? These are big competitors in the market. So we'll take these two brands or any such two very vital brands, and you can do a competitors analysis, like how much people prefer these one for the other. That kind of a study you can do. You can do study on services. For example, hotels, lab. The service industry consists of hotel, hospitals. Now, how is the service in a hospital? How is the service in a hotel? How is the service in a particular website? How is the service of Amazon? You can do a number of things to any service provider. Okay. Then product. Similarly, like service, for each product, you can do a study. The success of a product, whether product is acceptable by the people or not. Let me tell you, it looks very, easy that all the product we are using. Actually not. We are not using all the product. The product which are more suitable for us only we are using. So we can do a study on product acceptability, product awareness. In the mari nariya at the same customer opinion the product over. So அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய study we can do. Demand analysis. How we can estimate demand, or how can we do the, look at the demand of a particular product. It could be any segment, it could be car, it could be cell phone. What is the demand? So demand is a little economics, no doubt, but again, a very vital factor in marketing also. So study can be done in that. Next area is human resource, HR, HRM, that area. HR practices. In a company, there are a lot of HR practices and HR, policies will be there. You can pick up any one of it and study whether those policies are giving enough, satisfaction to the employees. Work-life balance. This is another area to see how much stress is in the work. You all know, right? Many of you, your parents must be working from home now. So due to pandemic. So what you will see, work-life balance. How are they able to go for work and at the same time spending time with you? Is it possible or not? Whether the quality of life they are leading or not. That is what is work-life balance. You can do to different type of sectors or the company. You can pick up any one company. If you have got a project in Cognizant or anything like that, any company, you can do for those company employees. Work-life balance. Training every company will have. What you can do is, in terms of training, one topic you can do is training needs. Identify whether the company is identifying training needs of the employee is one. Another thing is effectiveness of a training. This can be another topic. Whether this, how you should do is, beginning of a training you should conduct a survey, and after the training you can conduct a survey. இப்போ Every big company will have an induction training at least, or any job on the job training. Then what you must do, you should do a pre-survey, pre-training survey and post-training survey. And you can compare before the training, how was their skill set, and after the training, how was their skill set. So that can be a beautiful study for training. Competence mapping is looking at your skill set and your job. So I am marketing expert. If I am in HR department, will I do something good? No. So what is my expertise should be best suited to my job profile. So that is what is competence mapping. You can check whether the company is placing the right person in the right place. ESI benefit, these are the actually fringe benefits given by many government sectors, and even in the private sectors, they are tied up with the ESI. So such benefits are reaching the people or not, that kind of a study you can do. Reward system, which is very important in HR department. So whether the rewards are given properly, that kind of a study you can take. Corporate governance is something related to the company. Company will have a kind of a policies towards corporate governance. Corporate governance, Sandeep, how it is like our social responsibility. So companies has got some kind of social responsibility. What are they doing to uplift our society? So that kind of work you must pick from a company, and you should see that how this corporate governance is working, and whether it is reaching to the most nearest. You look at any big company's website, they talk about corporate governance today. Every big company does a lot of charity, a lot of pipelines doing, sanitation facilities. Many times we see advertisement, no, saying that Lifebuoy is contributing a lot towards so many 100 villages in India. What are they doing? They are creating sanitization facility. So all these factors are corporate governance, and such area you can take up as a project topic. Welfare activities, welfare of employees. Idella HR. So remember, I'm talking about employees alone. So company on the endamari welfare activity taranga for employees. Ella company le yadadu irukum. So on the welfare activity mattum எடுத்துட்டு you should ask the employees whether they are getting such welfare incentives, and are they happy with it. So such kind of a study can be done. Employer branding is actually a very broad study. Employer branding, na, how much you are happy with working with a particular company. But when I got a job in veteran system, so it was my first job. When I took up that job, I was not very happy because the brand is not known. Just imagine if I am working with Amazon, if I am working with Facebook, if I am working with Tata Consultancy. When a brand of a company is very popular, it is in HR we say the morale of the people is high. ரொம்ப ரெப்யூட்டட் பிளேஸ்ல ஒர்க் பண்றதுக்கு ஒரு தனி சாட்டிஸ்ஃபேக்ஷன், அட்லீஸ்ட் ஒரு நல்ல கம்பெனில வேலை செய்யறோம் இல்லையா. ஸோ தட் இஸ் வாட் இஸ் பிராண்ட் எம்ப்ளாயர் பிராண்டிங். ஸோ ஹவு திஸ் எம்ப்ளாயர் பிராண்டிங் இஸ் டன், இதுல நிறைய ஃபேக்டர்ஸ் இருக்கு ஆக்சுவலா. நீங்க இது வந்து இஃப் யூ கோ இன் டு தி டீடைல்ஸ் ஆஃப் இட் இன் கூகுள், யூ கேன் ஃபைண்ட் சோ மெனி factors which influences employer branding. So you can take up those factors and can do a study. Recruitment and selection process, which is a very old concept, and how they recruit people based on which criteria, whether that is a satisfactory one or not. That kind of a study you can do. Coming to finance, people who are interested in finance and people who are into, I don't know whether the people are from BCom also, BBA and BCom people who are in liking finance as their specialization, they can think of studies like this: financial performance of the company, 5 years data, how it performed, why there is a lacking. Such kind of a study you can do. Banking services, finance like bank is another very important area. So banking services, or bank நீங்க உங்களுக்கு வந்து ப்ராஜெக்ட் கிடைச்சதுன்னா அந்த பேங்கோட எவ்வளவு சர்வீசஸ் இருக்கு, those services are satisfied by the people, our people are getting those services easily or not. Like that one study you can do. Comparative performance of two products. in terms of company, just I will give an example of Maruti company. There are two cars you can take, or two variants of the same car you can take, and see how the sales is happening. How is the performance? How much profit it is fetching to the company? This kind of a study is called comparative performance of two products. Similarly, இதே வந்து நீங்க பேங்க்குக்கும் பண்ணலாம். Or a two type of products in the bank, or two type of service you can take, and you can compare the mutual fund நிறைய mutual funds இருக்கும், right? If you look at SIP accounts, you have plenty of services. Equity shares இருக்கும், இல்லனா gold saving இருக்கும். This kind of a many will be there. So you pick up any two and just see the performance of that two mutual fund accounts. So that also can be a study. Cost management. So basically this can be done in a big organization where they have a lot of overhead cost and working capital management is required. Such place you can do cost management. Study on working capital management, most important in finance. So this is again can be done in a organization where they are allocating a particular money, working capital for the company, how the working capital is functioning and how effectively it is done. So that kind of a study. Ratio analysis, you can use your ratio techniques to analyze the financial concepts. Online banking, another recent area of study. Online banking, how much people have accepted this online banking. In this you can also do UPIs, that is like how much நம்ம இந்த ஃபோன் பே, கூகுள் பே எவ்வளோ யூஸ் பண்றோம், are we satisfied or not, அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய ஸ்டடி பண்ணிக்கலாம். It's a general topic, very catchy topics for the present era. Inventory management, again a very typical finance and production related topic, which talks about how much inventory we must invest. So raw material evlo vaangi nama vecha we can have a smooth running but at a effective cost, not too much, not too less. So that kind of a study is inventory management. I think the guys from BCom and BBA will know all these concepts, but all these concepts can go in detail and get. But remember here, when you are going for a finance project, the company should be able to share their data. If they are not able to share the data, then you cannot do a financial study. So remember this very well before you pick up a topic in finance. Operations is basically related with production facility. And the most important is logistic management, how a product is produced and sent to the customer. Inventory study, again stock study. Operation strategy, which way we should produce a product so that nare production panla with a minimum cost. That is one thing. Failure modes and effective analysis. This is again a recent topic of FMEA. Why failure, why it happened, what it will cost us, and how can we rectify. This is a study like that. It has several factors which we can study. This is called as FMEA, that is failure modes and effective analysis. Method study, what method of production I adopt, and is that method is a right one. So basically it talks about layout and the technology operated in a particular production facility. See, these again you are concentrating on production. You must remember JIT, just in time. Just in time is again a inventory study. You all must be knowing just in time is a inventory study. So just in time method, if a company is adopted, whether it is successful or not, such studies you can do. Work study, it is the flow of work. How will you measure how much of work is done by an employee? See, these are very technical in operations. So you must understand operations very well. You are interested in production and your company should allow you to go to the production floor. Then only you can do these studies. Then another one is supply chain management. They like, how the supplier is giving the raw material to the company and how company is giving the product output to the consumer. In quality area, the most important, few I just brought it here. For your information and knowledge, that's it. CERQUEL, this is service quality analysis. You can do any study with service sector. Hotels, you can do CERQUEL study. You can do after sales service. You can do um, hospital service. Any service company you take, you can do CERQUEL. You can do TQM, total quality management. It's again has got many areas: planning process, customer focus. So you can take each areas, few questions you can ask and see whether the company is having good total quality management. But remember, company should have this policy, then only you can do it. Six Sigma, this is again big companies will have Six Sigma policy. So you can do a study whether the Six Sigma is successfully adopted or not. Service quality dimension. There are 5 service quality dimension. It is again similar to CERQUEL, can be done in service sector. ISO 9001 quality management system. There are many companies who would have accredited themselves in ISO. So you can see whether it is acceptable by the company and it is really implementing this. But it's all again at the approval of the company. You can go for all these area of research. And these are the topic for basic general organizational, within the organization you can do these topics. Change management. Change is a very vital factor. People resist change. People don't like change, right? As we never like to take our classes in online. So similarly, change is very difficult to take it up. So whether the company is, if there is any new change happened, you have to find it out, all this in the organization. If any new system has brought in, whether that system is adopted by the people or not. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு டாபிக் சேஞ்ச் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட்ல பண்ணலாம். இது வந்து கான்ஃபிளிக்ட் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட். ஆர்கனைசேஷன்னா கான்ஃபிளிக்ட், பீப்புள்னா கான்ஃபிளிக்ட். ஸோ கான்ஃபிளிக்ட் வந்து மேனேஜ் பண்றதுக்கு எந்த மாதிரி ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி தே அடாப்ட் பை தி சூப்பர்வைசர், பை தி டீம் லீடர்ஸ், அதுக்குன்னு ஒரு ஸ்டடி பண்ணிக்கலாம். ரிவார்ட் அண்ட் ரெகக்னிஷன் ரொம்ப முக்கியமா. திஸ் இஸ் ஆல்சோ ரிஃப்ளெக்ட் இன் ஹெச்ஆர். Reward and recognition ரொம்ப முக்கியமான ஒரு டாபிக் ஃபார் தி ஆர்கனைசேஷன். பீப்புள் ஷுட் பி கரெக்ட்லி ரிவார்டட் அண்ட் ரெகக்னைஸ்ட். ஸோ ஆர் தே ரியலி ரிவார்டட் ப்ராப்பர்லி ஆர் ரெகக்னைஸ்டு ப்ராப்பர்லி அப்படின்ட்டு யூ கேன் ஹாவ் அ ஸ்டடி. ஆர்கனைசேஷன் கல்ச்சர். இப்போ வி ஹாவ் நவ் ஆல் ஐடி செக்டார் வில் ஹாவ் ஒன் வெஸ்டர்ன் ஆர்கனைசேஷன் கல்ச்சர். பழைய வந்து போஸ்ட் ஆஃபீஸ் எல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஓல்டன் டைப் ஆஃப் ஆர்கனைசேஷன் கல்ச்சர் வி ஹாவ். ஸோ if there is a new culture, a new employee or a new recruitee is able to adjust with that culture or not, that is can be a study. This is leadership. You can do anywhere, you can do in general also. Leadership, a manager is a leader or not. Is he really concerned about the employees or not? That will come as a leadership study. Motivation, a company needs lot of motivation to their employee. Company should give lot of motivation to the employees, because without which nobody will work properly, right? Without motivation, nobody can do any work. Even to do your project, you need lot of motivation. And maybe that's why Narmada madam have arranged this guest lecture. So motivation is such thing that it requires to accomplish a particular job in a more efficient way. So motivational study, whether the company has enough, instigation done by the company or by the managers to motivate the employees, that kind of a study. And general studies like study based on student problems or issues, addiction of social networking, addiction of Facebook, addiction of Instagram. It's a big real problem. You can take up this as a research problem. Yes, you can actually. So addiction of social networking, anything you can do. Study on women related issues, especially which women faces the problem, that kind of a thing you can take. Study on educational system, customer awareness level or preference level. In general, you can take if you are not getting any company for your project. Problems related to society, pandemic as a problem for the small scale industry. இதே ஒரு டாபிக்கா எடுத்துக்கலாம். இப்போ பேண்டமிக் கோவிட்னால நிறைய கம்பெனி ஷட் டவுன் ஆயிட்டாங்க இல்லையா? ஸோ அதே வந்து ஒரு டாபிக்கா எடுத்துக்கலாம். யூ கேன் டேக் அப் தட் as a டாபிக். ஸ்மால் செக்டார், நிறைய ஸ்மால் செக்டார் வந்து நீங்க டிவைட் பண்ணி ஒரு 4 செக்டார் எடுத்துக்கலாம். அதுல வந்து அந்த ஆல்ரெடி க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிட்டாங்க இல்லையா எம்ப்ளாயீஸ், அவங்களோட டேட்டா எங்க கிடைக்கும் நீங்க நினைப்பீங்க. ஸ்மால் செக்டார்க்குன்னு கவர்மெண்ட்ல வி ஹேவ் அ department. You can go there. You can, if you say that you want to do a study on this, they will welcome it. So go to such places and get the data. Call them over phone also. They will give you, because see, they have lost their business because of the COVID. So your research results can give a lot of input to the government. So you can do a study related to society, related to internet or online usage of online banking, usage of e-shopping. You can do e-learning. You can take up a topic. You have nowadays, there are many companies coming up with e-learning, right? E-courses. So are they successful? People are accepting these or not? இதே வந்து ஒரு latest topic நீங்க பண்ணிக்கலாம். So pandemic taught us so many things. You must be feeling horrible when you would have attended online classes. So really online classes were effective or not? இதே ஒரு study பண்ணிக்கலாம். Right. So these will be the general study apart from your specific area. And if your institute is specific about topics related to your subject, then you can pick up something from my previous slides. Otherwise, you can do even these. Now, let me conclude my speech by this. Journey of research should be like this. You will take up a topic. Topic should give you a implication. Implication means practical application of your research work. A problem statement or identified problem should give a conclusion. We are thinking, why is this online studies are good or not? Conclusion, solano. It's good or illiyane, it should give one kind of an answer. Your research should lead to the conclusion. A theory, if you have taken up for your research work, it should give a discussion whether it is good or not, something like that. A method you have adopted for the research should definitely give a result. So research methodology, we are adopting so many statistical tools and all these things. So these tools and these methods should give us a kind of a result for our study. So with this, I would like to end my session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. அவங்களுக்கு என்ன சொல்றது?
I'm sorry I got disconnected. And thank you one and all for listening this session. And I'm open for any queries if you would like to ask.
Good evening, ma'am. On behalf of department students, I would like to raise few questions.
Sure.
First question from Surya Prakash, third year ISM. How effective the online project in new normal form?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question? Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
How effective the online project in new normal form?
See, if you're thinking about an online project, Now, when you say online project, I'm not sure what exactly you meant it, or you're talking about a project done online. See, one thing I'll say, nowadays people are conducting survey online. People can gather information online. That is fine. It is fair enough, because in this situation where we cannot go to anybody or cannot go to a company, but definitely you have to go to company to take up the permission. But when you're conducting a survey, you can do the online survey. If you're talking about any topic, conducting a survey on online, then you can very well go with it, because that is the most required at the present situation. But if you are talking about online research, I'm not very clear with that. That's why I'm just giving you two type of answer. If you're talking about online project, அப்படின்னா ஒரு e-course ஓட effectiveness, if you want to find out, அப்போ அந்த e-course enroll பண்ண students வந்து you have to ask. So you can contact that student data if you are able to get it, and you can conduct a survey online, and that can be told as an online project or the online study. Narmada ma'am, you have to tell me what exactly they meant for with this question. I have given two type of answer for this. One, they can go for an online survey. One, that is they can pick up something in the online itself and conduct a survey and do an analysis on that. Is it I answered the question?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Next
Ma'am,
question.
Next question from Lokesh, third year BBA. What is the purpose of doing the project in the UG level?
I must tell to all the students sitting here, project வந்து very very important. UG level எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச எல்லா சப்ஜெக்ட்லயும் ஒரு சின்ன சின்ன நீங்க ப்ராஜெக்ட் பண்ணா நல்லது. எல்லா சப்ஜெக்டோட வந்து ஒன்லி கான்செப்சுவல் நாலேஜ் தான் நீங்க படிக்கிறீங்க. கிளாஸ்ல என்ன ஆகுது, வாட் இஸ் காஸ்ட், வாட் இஸ் வேரியபிள் காஸ்ட், வாட் இஸ் மார்க்கெட்டிங், வாட் இஸ் பிராண்டிங், ஒன்லி வாட் நீங்க படிக்கிறது எல்லாமே எப்படின்னா அதோட ஒன்லி வாட் தான் புரிஞ்சுக்கிறீங்க. கான்செப்சுவல் நாலேஜ் we will say this. Just understanding about it. But what exactly it is, when you go to a company, do a small project, you'll come to know exactly what it is. What is the practical applicability of it? நம்ம இந்த சப்ஜெக்டை ஏன் படிக்கிறோம்? You will come to know only when you do a project. So Lokesh, I am sure that it is definitely not something irrelevant in your curriculum. இது வந்து ஒரு ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் ஆஸ்பெக்ட். எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச எல்லா சப்ஜெக்ட்லயும் ஒரு சின்ன சின்ன ப்ராஜெக்ட் கொடுக்கணும். ஏன்னா அப்போதான் யூ வில் நோ த ரியல் அப்ளிகேஷன் ஆஃப் தட் சப்ஜெக்ட். சப்ஜெக்ட் சும்மா படிச்சாலே நம்ம மறந்துடுவோம் இல்லையா? ஸோ இப்போ அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட், அதுல என்ன அதுல நம்ம படிக்கிறோம்னுட்டு அந்த ப்ராஜெக்ட் பண்ணும்போது தான் நம்மளுக்கு நிறைய தெரிய வரும். ஸோ ஐ வில் சே தட் டேக் அப் யுவர் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்கிற ஒரு ஏரியா எடுத்துட்டு தான் ப்ராஜெக்ட் பண்ணுங்க. You will come to know that so many things are there in that area which you don't know. I'm sure about it. Can I have the next question?
Okay, no, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Oh, okay. So with this, the questions are over.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Your research thoughts have enlightened our young researchers and have shown us a new path. Once again, thank you, ma'am, for gracing this occasion and sharing your research opinion today. Now,
Thank you.
Dr. V. Radha will deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening, one and all. I am Dr. V. Radha, Department of Management Studies. It's my honor and privilege to be called upon to propose vote of thanks, and the state gets lecturer and research opportunities for undergraduate programs. On behalf of Department Management Studies, TBJ College, I would like to extend my gratitude to our management trust members, President Sri Dayanchan Savansuga, Secretary Academic Jasmine Manoj, our college principal Dr. Murugesan, Professor in charge Dr. Saktivel Murugan, Head of the Department of Management Studies Dr. Narmada, and the other faculty members for their continuous support and guidance in organizing this function. Next, my heartfelt thanks to Professor Dr. Meena Kumari for accepting our invite and grace this occasion. Thank you, ma'am, for your motivational and inspirational speech. Thank you all the participants for your active participation. Once again, thanking you one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request the students to rise up for the national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जगति तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे